So this time, they do not give us a 0. They want us to find all the zeros. And it's clear that we're going to have to guess at our first 0. But we have the ability to know what the possible zeros could be, and they are the factors of 56. 1, 2, does 3 go into 56? No. Does 4? Yes, it does. Does 5? No. Does 6? No. How about 7? Yes. 8? Yes. Let's see. 14 goes with 4. So we're starting to go, 7 and 8, 14 and 4. What goes with 2? 28. What goes with 1? 56. Okay, and our number out in front is 1. So we can say plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 4, plus or minus 7, plus or minus 8, and you get the idea here. We're not going to have to go this far, we hope. But these are all the possibilities. Because 1's on the bottom, I don't really have to write it. These are all the possibilities that x could be. So, well, let's start with 1 and see how we do. We're thinking about x minus 1, so we put in 1, and we use the coefficients. We say 1. Let me just highlight the coefficients real quick. 1, negative 5, negative 22, positive 56. We use those coefficients. And so we say 1, negative 5, negative 22, positive 56. And we bring down the 1. Multiply by 1, that's 1. Plus negative 5 is negative 4. Times 1 times negative 4 is negative 4. And I get negative 26. And I can see that that is not going to get me what I wanted. So no. How about negative 1? How about that? And we'll say same setup. And we keep guessing until we get it. So we bring down the 1, negative 1, that makes negative 6. Now negative 1 times negative 6 is positive 6. And we get 16. And no, 16 and 56 do not work. Okay, so let's try 2. We'll say 2, and we use the same coefficients. And we say, wonder how long this is going to take. 2, oh, sorry, I was getting ahead of myself. 1 times 2 is 2, negative 3, negative 6, negative 28. Aha! Negative 56. There's a 0. There's a 0. So I know that x minus 2 is a factor. Okay? And I also know that these are the coefficients of what's left. So let's go ahead and write that. We'll say I started with x to the third, so now I'm down to x squared. X squared minus 3x minus 28. And I think to myself, factors of 28 that add up to 3. Well, they actually subtract because they're different signs. Factors of 28. Oh, 7 and 4, huh? So we'll say x minus 2, and we'll say x, I'll say minus 7, because you see the middle term has to be negative, so the big number is negative. X plus 4, negative 7x, positive 4x, that gives me negative 3x, so I feel good about this. And find all the real zeros? Well, I've got it factored. So that's not a problem. What goes with x minus 2 to goes? What goes for x to go with negative 2? Well, x equals 2. So that's one of my answers. That's one of my roots, one of my zeros. What goes with negative 7? Well, positive 7 goes with negative 7. And what goes with positive 4? Well, negative 4 goes with positive 4 to make 0. So these are my 3 roots. And once I found one of them, once I got a 0 here, I was in good shape because it's much easier to recognize this and how to factor it than this up here. That's a little harder to recognize. Well, we can't.